Scott, good afternoon.
Hiya.
Hope you're well.
All good.
Despite everything, despite the result.
Yeah.
Can you talk us through your thoughts on the game, especially the events of the first few minutes, because that seemed to colour the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, I think firstly we understand the challenge ahead when you come to play a world-class team in Man City. I think we knew that, and then obviously the planning and the prep work you do for the last 2 days probably goes out the window after 6 minutes. You go down to 10 men and they score a goal, so obviously in that sense it disrupts a lot of things. And look, listen, I think we all understood that it would have been a hard game with 11 men today, but with 10 it obviously makes it even more difficult. I suppose ultimately I've got nothing, but I just said it to my team there, I'm very, very proud. I've been in this job now for probably a year, and it's probably one of the most proudest I've been of them, because the challenge ahead today was mammoth, and I asked the team to show personality today and be brave. With 11 men that was always going to be a challenge. With 10 men it becomes even more of a challenge, but at times I see a team which were committed, which were brave in what they were doing, and when I mean brave, I mean putting themselves in positions and putting themselves on offer to try and show an identity and show what we're about, really. And I see that in abundance, really, and that's what makes me most pleased, really. It would have been quite easy to come here, surrender possession, what a lot of teams do, boot the ball away as far as you can from your goal and sit on the edge of your box and sit on the sword waiting for a slow death, really. Listen, we have a lot of injuries, and I think at the top half of the pitch at times we lacked real penetration, but certainly at times, like I said, we showed a real identity to us and a real lovely way of how we're trying to do things.
You had a lengthy chat with Pep at the end. Can you kind of reveal what he said to you then, or have you spoke to him after the game at all? Yeah, no,
just said pop into his office for a drink there, really. So just congratulated him on the result, and obviously what a fantastic job he's done here. So that was just it, really. There was nothing more to it other than that. Yep.
So you obviously, you've got your way of playing. You want to play out from the back. It's been very successful for you in the Championship. As the players got tired, I think 2 of the goals came from trying to play out the back. Sometimes the needs must in that department, or do you still insist that they do that?
Oh, I think you're right. I think obviously the latter stages of the game, and I thought we mixed it up quite well in that sense. I felt that we managed that, and you're probably right in that. Maybe when a bit of fatigue was coming in, it wasn't a time when you need ultra concentration. But like anything, when teams play out from the back, you always notice the mistakes they make, and because ultimately 9 times out of 10, it leads to a biggish chance. What probably people don't see is when you boot it back up to their back 4, they win the first contact, and then they get a sequence of 30, 40 passes in, and in the end that leads to goals as well, and it's that catch-22, really. And like I said, I think it would have been very easy for us today. We see what they did against Aston Villa only 2 weeks ago. We've seen what they've done to Watford here. I think it would have been easy for us to come and take an easy option. These players are taking an easy option, and not try and do what we want them to do, because there's a bigger picture and there's a bigger journey ahead of us. And maybe today Man City's not that short-term picture. There's a bigger long-term picture, and that's having bravery and having a real personality about us. And of course 4-0, it's a hefty result, but at the same time there's big nuggets here for me as the coach sitting here. When you're trying to build personality, you're trying to build character, you're trying to build everything which I want my team to do. It's places like this and times like this, during some adversity times, that you learn from the most, really.
Scott, how are your injuries shaping up? Are they easing, or are they likely to force you to go into the market? Yeah,
not really. We're obviously a little bit light in the front half of the pitch today. Obviously you can see that Mitrovic, Knockout, Kamara and Cabano are all struggling in that sense. So Alfie Mawson. We have a few injuries, but it is what it is. We'll have to see. There's a few more days or a week left of the window, so we'll see where we are, and hopefully we'll have a couple of fit in the next week or so, but we'll have to see. Is that okay, guys? Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Thank you.